I touched on this earlier, but I didn't quite finish, and I want to make sure that I explain this more. I showed how we got that first spliff tip after tearing a little side off. And again, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 or 10 this size that you can get just off the front flap. Then what we do is you pop the side, then you reach in the back, and now you have a sheet back here. It's a piece of little cardboard, basically the same consistency of the spliff tips that you would buy. It's a little thicker, that you would buy at a head shop. Same thing here. We've got 10, 11 that we now, just to give you an example here, depending on what size I want to use. There's a super small one if I want to go there. Here's a bigger one. Now I typically use scissors, I just don't have any right now to get a cleaner cut. So there's another size. So depending on whatever size you want, that's what you do there. Okay? The next step is, by this time, you'll have smoked half of your pack by the time you get there. So we'll take half of the pack out. Okay? Roughly. So now you're down to about this many papers or so in the pack. You'll set these papers in a dry place to the side for later. Now you open the rest of the pack up. You peel this from the middle, there. You take this corner here, tip. You take this corner here, tip. Now we have more. There's a spliff, there's a spliff. So you can probably get 3 or 4 out of this side. Then you'll take here and do the same thing that we were doing before. You would just fold and tear. So again, we have more. So there's 9, there's 19, there's 20, 21, 22, maybe 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I've got 30 already here. Then you come here, take the rest of your pack, snap off those edges. We square here. So I would take my scissors and just square that off because it runs at a little bit of an angle. And here we go again. Spliff another. By the time you break this box down effectively and efficiently, you will actually have enough to spliff out your entire pack when you're done, assuming that your sizes aren't too large. And that's how you break down an entire joint pack to get, or a watershed pack in this case, because not all of them have this piece of cardboard in the back. So there's some nuances that the watershed has, but this is how you maximize and you eliminate waste. There is no waste from this anymore. That saves you a couple dollars, because I think the spliff tip packs come in 20, 30, 40, something like that. And if you're paying $2 each, I mean, that's starting to cost. And when this whole pack costs $2 plus tips, basically, because you've got all your tips here. Again, the shorter the joint, the smaller your spliff needs to be. If you're rolling a long one, then it needs to be at least 1 inch long to make sure that you're drawing the smoke properly. If you look at a cigarette, there's a reason that your cigarette filter is as long as it is. It's for that reason. So you need at least 1 inch if you're going to roll up a full paper. If you try to do it here, it'll start off smoking really slow, and you'll feel like you wasted the first quarter because you're not getting enough of a draw. You're not long enough in. Again, there's your inch spliff tip versus a small one. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that gives you an opportunity to recycle and get your smoke on.